to all you Libras. Hello Librans out there. Welcome to your horoscope with me, Veerle. And for the month of February 2013, what is going to happen to you Libras, or what is going to be important this month? Well, for all signs, there's one planet coming very much into the picture, and that is Neptune. Of course, Neptune is a planet that is very slow, and for you it's transiting your 6th house. I will explain that in a minute, but first about Neptune. Neptune is a planet that gives us a possibility to connect with all there is, to connect with our, on a spiritual level, that we understand that we are more than just our 5 senses, or we can understand more than that. So it's a very idealistic planet, and the thing is, every planet has positive and negative sides. I'm not going to focus on the negative. Why? Not because I don't want to and I do want to do like this, no. Because there is another configuration going on that is very supportive for what is going on with Neptune at the moment. And because it's very supportive, it's a testimony that this Neptune is going to work out very positively. Now, the negative side of Neptune is confusion. So confusion, deception. So if we link that with 6th house, which is the house of your routines, your day-to-day work, your health, it could mean on a negative level, which I think it's not going to be, but that could be, a cold coming in, because Neptune is a slow planet, but it gets transits of other personal planets. That's why it's so highlighted now. So it could mean, diseases you don't really know what it is, or it could also mean that you're having difficulties in getting your routines disciplined, all of that. But again, I don't think that's going to be the case, because Mars is also going to transit this house, and Mars is an important planet for actions, and this is going to connect with Pluto and Saturn, and these are planets who are very down to earth, who are very disciplined, and who are very much saying, hey, you there, don't fly. This is planet Earth, and it's good to have ideals, and it's good to have the big picture, but it's also good to live here in this life. So that's a very beautiful combination of that Saturn and that Neptune. Now, a whole stellium is going to enter your 6th house of Pisces, and this whole stellium will have to knock on the door of Neptune before they proceed, before they go further. Neptune is around 2 degrees, so the very first thing when they're transiting Pisces, they're going to jump into or bump into Neptune. So that's why this Neptune is highlighted this month. It's always on the background in your 6th house, but when so many planets, not only one, but the Sun, Mars, Venus and Mercury, if they're all going to hit that planet, it means something. So it means that there needs to be an opening up when it considers your 6th house stuff. So what does it mean? The possibilities that can happen for you, it can mean that first of all, on a health level, it could mean that you are going to do, so you don't have to be ill of course, but to stay healthy, that you're going to do Neptunian things, maybe swimming, maybe yoga, maybe meditating. These things are good for you at this very, especially this month. These are good things to do, doing these Neptunian things that consider your health. Or on another level, when it considers your day-to-day routines, which is for most people work, you will have to bring in Neptune into your day-to-day work. And that's not easy, is it? Because it's such a a Virgo house. So the 6th house is a Virgo house. It wants the details, it wants to solve problems, and it wants to do this and that, you know, all in detail. And Neptune is just actually the opposite. It doesn't want any discipline. It wants to broaden their view. So for you Librans, it will be a kind of a way of saying, maybe I will have to bring Neptune into my work. So maybe you are going to change jobs with Mars there in the 6th house. Maybe you are going towards a job that is more asking and demanding your compassionate side. Maybe you are going to do some stuff, because Chiron is also in there, in Pisces, that has to do with healing, and it has to do with helping other people. On a very broad level, it could just mean that the thing that you want to do in life for a job has to be more for the collective good. And that's a very positive thing, of course, because you're benefiting as well. Just by, that's typically Mars and Neptune in the 6th house, especially in Pisces. That is helping others, and because of that, getting your self-esteem, because otherwise you will just drown if you were only want to fight for your own ego. And I think Librans are nothing like that. Most Librans really do consider other people. That's the beauty of a Libra. And so I think these things are really going on with you, because also Mercury and Saturn are going to go retrograde. So as from around the 24th of the month, so Mercury is going retrograde in that 6th house of yours. So you're going to think about, I want another job. I need another job with all those more ingredients of Neptune. Or maybe you're going to think, I will have to change my routines, you know, it's not working for me. It's too stressful, and I have to put in some more Neptune moments, you know, of relaxation or whatever, to be able to work without stress. All these things can really come to in front of your mind at the moment with that Mercury there. It's Mercury retrograde is often a period of rethinking and redoing. For you, it's in the 6th house stuff. So it could be the case, yes, that you have, as from the 24th and the 3 weeks and a half coming up, redoing things. And nobody likes to redo stuff that has to do with your work. But because it needs another look at things. And you will benefit from that after the transit of Mercury. Another thing is Saturn. Is also going to retrograde as from the 19th. It's important because not only it's in your 2nd house, so it's in a very money house, and it's at the same time trining Pluto in your 4th house. And at the same time, it's going to be aspecting also that 6th house where all the Pisces planets are, but in a good aspect, so with trines and in 6th house. So this shows that perhaps there is going to be a rethink when it consider your property, the 4th house. Maybe you're going to want to work at home, or maybe you're going to get some earnings by renting, or let other people live in your house. And or it could also mean that something is coming to a fruition, especially the 2 first weeks of February, and a beautiful, a good thing going on. Especially it's also nice to have on a money level some luck. It could be the case, and then after that, the second part of February, it's more on a pause. So it could mean that suddenly there is this huge concentration of energies in those houses of work, of home, and the finances. So there's this building up, there's this good thing going on, considering those areas, and then there's a pause again, just to rethink and do things. Look how you did the things that you just had done, and maybe to improve them even better when the next months are following, because Saturn is going to be retrograde for quite a while in your second house of money. So you will definitely also have some rethinks, certainly the ones who have an ascendant in Libra, to how will I gain more money in the future? How will I get more discipline, you know, to get an income with no ups and downs or something like that. So, and what is your ruler doing at the end of the month? Your ruler Venus is it's at the very end of the month. So first there is a full moon around the 25th. There is a full moon in Virgo, and that is your 12th house. So again, highlighting that area of health and doing your day-to-day routines. If you take care of that, you take care of also your unconscious level and, you know, spotting your blind spots. And after that, there is this Venus entering Pisces, and which is also a very romantic sign. Venus is exalted in Pisces, you know, it's the unconditional love, and it's bumping into Neptune, which is again about unconditional love, so it's double. And that is your ruler, so you probably at the very end of the month feel quite loved and feel a lot of love for other people. I'm just checking, yeah, is that 6th house, so maybe you're going to fall in love with a colleague. That could be the case as well. Anyway, enjoy this very rich month of February. I wish you all the best, and see you next month. Bye bye.